Alrighty, so it's a little dark, so my phone is trying its best to compensate and give you guys a vivid display here, so try to bear with me on that. I want to preface this video by mentioning that all my thoughts are my own. They don't reflect on anybody that I'm affiliated with, any groups I am a member of, anything of that nature. So, in society, not judging on first impressions is generally a really good thing. Because if you do judge on first impressions, you're going to miss out, you're going to cause discrimination, you're going to have, a lot of issues. And the pumping of that particular angle of, not ever judging is extremely, extremely strong. And so, because of that, sometimes if you are, say you're a highly sensitive person, a very intuitive person, what you're going to experience is you're going to sort of scold yourself for judging things too early. Let's say that you're the type of person who just might know things off of a first impression. You're going to be beating yourself up that you're judging things too early, and you're going to ultimately begin to have less of a degree of trust of, your capabilities to evaluate a situation than is warranted. And the way that this sort of manifests is, everything that we see is directed toward, not sort of being sure whether or not your first impressions are correct. And that's because for the vast majority of people, unlike you, if you're a highly sensitive person, some might say an empath, there are a lot of phrases for it. If that's you, what you're going to think is that you are not, your first perception is not to be trusted, even though in your particular case, it is, and you should trust it. And so, sort of how this manifests in sales, persuasion, the professional sphere, is that if you have a gut reaction to something, and you want to wait way too long to do anything about it, to say anything about it, to strategize, with a response to it, and you sort of ended up lost in the dust, and then you blame yourself, that you didn't have enough insight, even though, you get that gut reaction for a reason, and you might not be like tons of people who are just going to get a gut reaction because of a bias or something. I'm speaking directly to people who have kind of worked out those things, who do the best they can to be aware of how they could be, wrongly perceiving a situation. And then so, I really do think that a lot of very strong leaders, a lot of very strong, analytical thinkers get taken off their game due to the fact that they are sort of conditioned not to trust their first impressions. And so that's sort of where I'd like to leave this video. Definitely give me a shout out. Let me know what you think. And, negative, positive, either way, I'm open to what you have to say, obviously. I'll take my own sort of perspective on it. Thank you so much.